All right, today it is Thursday. I am on my lunch break. So a couple of things since then. Got a brand new starter, warranty that sucker out. Got a brand new alternator, warranty that sucker out. We put in the non-stop tuning, crank pulley, and alternator pulley. Do have the idler pulley as well, but we do not need the idler pulley for the supercharger. It comes with its own pulley system. We have the hybrid racing coolant hoses on the engine oil cooler. We have the sandwich plate on there. We have VTEC solenoid on there. We have the oil pressure on there. We have everything all sealed up. We have the coolant bypass. We have the coolant housing itself good to go. What we're going to do now is the valve adjustment. Once we are done with the valve adjustment, we are able to seal this sucker up, but I don't think I'm going to seal it just yet. I'm going to use this valve cover to throw the engine in, and then I'll throw in the last valve cover in there. Not too sure if I want to do that because then I'm probably going to have to wait for the Honda bond to dry up before I start it. I might just seal it back up. We have to then dismount the engine, put in the pilot bushing, bearing, then the flywheel, then the clutch, then meet the transmission with the engine, put in the coolant neck and everything here back together. And yeah, so let's get started and let's do that valve adjustment on here. Open up the valve cover and we will get that going. All right, I just have a long screw in here to indicate that this is top dead center. You can see it there going back down and going back up. Essentially what you want to do is you want to keep it on the top. That's pretty much it. A good indication is when the both VTEC lobes, come on camera, are facing inwards. That's a good indication that it is top dead center for that cylinder. And then we will move on to the next one, which will probably, I don't know, either there, 3 or 4. But you want to do each one, or up to you if you want to go, to the next cylinder and just crank everything over till you're on top dead center on this one, and then just move on. We're gonna do intake and then exhaust. I do have my filler gauges here. Exhaust, intake, and I do have the tool for it as well somewhere. I know it's here somewhere. Here it is. So here's the tool for it. This will simply break the nut itself loose, then you're able to adjust it with this built-in screwdriver that's here. Then you lock it back down. Then you get your filler gauge. This is the intake, and we will see where they're at. These are a bit loose. Let's see how this one is. So yeah, this one's definitely loose. You just wanted to pinch it where there's still like a drag. This one could be a little bit tighter. You wanted to kind of pinch it. It's still a bit loose there. So you wanted to pinch it into place and then repeat. All right, and there's intake. You can feel it like pinching. Same thing with this one here. You can hear it. It's like skipping. It's pinching it. Perfect. Intake is done. We will do the exhaust and then repeat. Oh, this one is stupid loose. Yeah, good thing I'm doing the valve adjustment. Yeah, this one's stupid loose as well. Good thing I'm doing the valve adjustment because otherwise you'll get some noisy valves. You'll hear like a typewriter or a sewing machine. Yeah, valve adjustment, it's super important. All right, everything is set. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just wipe this whole thing down. I did take off the Honda bond that's right on the edges, and then I'm gonna run it with a little bit of some green Scotch Brite. That way we get the nice and metal surface all nice and cleaned up, removed from any debris that could be there. Here's my little green Scotch Brite. Just go over it. Let's clean this metal surface up. Remove all of the debris so it makes a nice good seal. Sweet. Sweet, and there it is. Everything is nice and clean. We'll put this old valve cover back on for now. Alright, and my break is actually over already. So we will continue this after work while I mount the engine from the stand. And then we'll get it going and do everything else that needs to be done. Thank you for watching. Well, it's not over yet. To be continued. Alright, it is now after work. I'm going to get the engine unmounted from the stand. Change out that that stupid bearing, the pilot bushing. Meet the transmission to it. And you know what? I think I might just throw it onto the car. That'll be awesome. Give me a head start to the weekend. And then we can slap the valve cover on. And that way I can throw this one on, you know, with the engine. Heck yeah. I might just do that. Tomorrow's the last day for the Honda bond to cure. It will be the third day. So one day for this. Perfect, you know? Heck yeah. Yeah, let's get to it. All right, so let's see. Let's get this thing out of here. Aha. Get this sucker out of here. All right. Here's the transmission. Here's the flywheel and the clutch. Let me get this thing out of there. And then we'll get the sucker going. All right, we're gonna get the pilot bushing out of here now. I'll lift one of the legs out. I was like, it is grabbing way too easy. Let's try this one more time. At this point, I'm just trying to center everything. Come on, you. Everything wants to shift over. I'm actually, I think, already pulling it out. I am. Nice. Okay, perfect. That was pretty smooth, actually. I like it. This one is still semi alright, but I'd rather use the Honda OEM one. Yeah, baby. Honda OEM for the win. And we'll hit that sucker back into place. A little bit bigger. 17 it is. Sweet. We are ready to throw in the flywheel. We'll grab the flywheel bolts. All right, I took off the filter that I have on there. And we're gonna put some blue Loctite on the bolts. Thread that sucker in. We use a 17 mil 12-point socket. And just snug. And let's get all the other ones on there. And I usually like to mark one so I can kind of know where I started. Really don't need to. I've done it so many fucking times. Whoa. Come on, Butterfingers. Let's go. You know what it is, because I need the extension on here so I can be able to grip it. I got an earbud in my ear. I'm listening to music, so if you catch me singing, I think that's the reason why I'm probably a little quiet and we're just watching me work. Then we're gonna hit it with the impact, give it some uggas. You know how we do it. All right, and we're gonna give it some uggas. The trick is not to sit on it. Alright, and then we're gonna go around it. Make sure everything is tight. Sweet. That shit ain't going fucking nowhere. Alright. Clutch. Clutch alignment tool. We got our Clutch Master 6-putt. I guess we can mount this on here. This is the tricky part right here. Nope. Did not nail it. Nope. Did not nail it. There it is. Alright. Alright. We'll put on a fucking clutch bolt. Oh, come on. This one is a 10 mil, 12 point as well. Come here. All right, just to hold it. And same thing here. All right, so I'm just snugging down. Damn, those headbuds are pretty loud. I just took it out of my ear. I hope you can't hear it. I'm through the mic. I'm using the DJI mic, and it's probably picking up all that freaking noise. So I'm just trying to leave it kind of loose so I can move the clutch around, because I'm gonna try to test fit the transmission to make sure it is lined up correctly, because otherwise we're gonna have to break these bolts loose and it's a hassle, honestly. So we're just gonna keep it nice and snugged, just so we're able to get that flywheel or that clutch to move. Might loosen it up a little bit. It was too loose. I heard that fucking thing slip down. Alright. I'm just giving them all like half a turn. That one there. Alright. Alright. Yeah. Alright, so clutch is able to move. Maybe a little too much. Alright, that's perfect. Alright. We will meet the transmission before we bolt anything down. And we'll give it a test little fit there. Transmission is filled with transmission fluid as well, just so you know. Alright. How did I hurt myself when I already put it down, bro? Alright. This part always sucks. Oh, you can't see anything, huh? Hopefully y'all could see something there. Oh yeah, most definitely. This part sucks. Okay, come on. Yes, no, maybe so. Come on. Come on. I am telling you, this part sucks. Okay. Let's try to realign it one more time. I leave that clutch alignment to what? Dang it. Alright, let's try one more time then. I think, yeah. Oh, I just... Oh. Okay. Well... I think I'm gonna try one more time, you guys. Before I make sure. Alright, so... I've mounted or secured the clutch bolts. Let's see if we get the stupid transmission on there. Let's hope we can get it in there. It's always a hassle, bro. This thing is never light. The trick is to lift with your legs and not with your back. Come on. Yes. Come on. Oh. It doesn't want to go inside the dial pins. What is going on here? But it's in there. We just got to secure it. All right, she is coming together. I hope everything works. Okay. I hope everything works. All right, so it seems like it's going in. I put in the half shaft here to kind of spin it. Spin the shaft. It seems like it's going in. It's just that freaking pilot bushing, whatever you want to call it. The dowel pin. That's the one that was on this engine. I'm pretty sure it's a little damaged. So that's what's taking a little persuasion to get the transmission to get in there. I had to wrestle this sucker all the way up there and bring it back. It's going though. Yeah. Just manhandling this whole fucking K, huh? thinking of chopping this off here. It hits the aftercooler hose. I really don't see any need for it. I think I'll just chop it from here to get rid of that extra weight. I'm sure it helps with the throws and stuff. That extra weight right there up in the front. But it's cool. I got the non-stop tuning, short shifter. I got the hybrid racing Denton springs, the hybrid racing gear selector. We should be good. I have this other transmission here because to signify where the bolts go, because there are different size bolts for the transmission. These are size 14. I'll grab the 14 right now, tighten these down. Throw in the starter. And we could put these away already. Sweet. It is coming along. I don't see why we cannot throw this sucker in today, you know what I'm saying? Damn, I should not have rubbed that. Fingers are all dirty. Okay. All right. I make sure these suckers are tight. Last thing you want is a fucking transmission bolt coming off. Although it has plenty, but you know what I mean. Last thing you want. All right, down to the last two bolts. I'll remove this half shaft out of there. Get you guys some view. Spinning around like it ain't none. It's just funny, right? I'm really loving this Osmo, to be honest. The whole setup, the mic, everything. I bet y'all could even hear me breathing and shit. All right. Oh, that 12 or 14. Oh, there you go. Well, at least get you the nibble in there. All right. I'm looking at the socket set right now. I would put that shit in backwards. Ah, shoot. Okay. All right. All right. Now what? Now we put in the half shaft again. I want to make sure I grab the right bolts. Okay, yeah, they're all the same length. Just making sure. There's a higher point over here. I just wanted to make sure. I'm gonna need an extension for this right here, for sure. Oh, wrong socket. That sucker is tight, but it's loose. Oh, my mess, bro. I'm gonna be cross-threading. I don't like that it's so tight, man. As long as we touch base. But it's already so tight, I don't want to over tighten, you know what I mean? Oh, this was perfect. Okay, that should be good. Back you some. Alright. Make sure. Alright, that's good, man. It's just to fucking hold it. We don't need to pull that fucking casting out. Alright, that's perfect for me. I'm satisfied with that. Feels smooth. Alright. I put these on as well. It didn't have the exhaust studs on there, and I need it for the headers to help me hold them. Alright. Oh yeah, it's in here. Cool. Is it? Oh, it's not. Shoot, dang. Shoot, dang. That's crazy. That's crazy. It doesn't have the nut on the freaking starter. Interesting. Well, I know I could find one. Dang it. Alright, I'm gonna start putting all the little accessories, the water outlet, the water neck, outlet, hose, whatever you want to call that. There's two outlets, whatever they are. I guess one's an inlet. Yeah, one's an inlet, one's an outlet. My bad. And I'll mount the little guard for the half shaft and the gasket for the exhaust. I'm not going to mount the EGR or none of that stuff. The purge, whatever it is. The purge, yeah, the purge, because I'm going to change out the valve cover. So we'll do that for the later, whenever we get to that. All right, I'm going to stop talking. I'm going to start working. All right now I am cutting that extra weight. I think it's going to look freaking awesome. You let me know. Here we go. There it is. Slowly but steady. Oh, come on, baby. Ooh, my pants are getting hot. Come on. Almost there. Whoa. Any minute now. Oh, we're sitting to the corner. Ooh, no, my other side is getting hot. Okay. And that's the wow. Sorry, no one's just like filming me that. Good job. I didn't cut it right at the base, so it has that extra little weight still. See? So it still has this extra little weight. I could have just easily chopped it there, but I didn't. But oh, that thing is hot and heavy. That's a lot of weight I just removed from there. Uh, let's see if that makes any difference. She's ready to be thrown back inside. Maybe I should have covered this hole up. Whoops. Ah, fuck, that's hot. My backside touched that. All right. Yeah, let's throw it in already. Fuck yeah. And I threw in the red valve cover just for looks. All right, I'm going to take it off. All right. And we're going to about to mount this engine in. Stupid camera. You don't work right. All right. Sweet. All right. Engine's pretty much in already. Just gotta finesse it. Oh no, it's in the AC line. Alright, got the AC line over it. What are you hitting now? The alternator's hitting. Maybe I should have left the alternator off. Okay. Let's bring it down some more and see what happens. Oh! I don't like how that sounded. Nothing. I don't know what the heck that was. Oh, I see. I think it, yeah, it's one of the coolant lines, the hybrid racing coolant lines. It hit one of the brake lines. But we're good. I hope we're good. Let's see. Yeah, we're good, but I can see where it freaking scraped it. And it's hitting the other one now. Move those from there. Perfect. All right. Dude noted. That close clamp needs to come up next time. Or down out the way. Okie dokie. Well, let's keep going. All right. Cables here. All right, she's in. Let me get the motor mount, passenger side in here. Let's see, we're gonna be able to get this sucker in here. This thing's always a mission. All right. Okay. Not happening. What's in our way? Okay. Bring it down some more. Always fun. All right. All right. All right. Maybe we should put a bolt on here since we could. Maybe that will help it. Looking for boats. I think I found it. Yep. These are the ones. Alright, so let's put one of them in here. And it's going. Alright, we'll leave that a little loose. Alright. I'm gonna readjust the chain. Oh, that might have just been it. Sweet. All right. All right. Just wiggle it back and forth. Sweet. She's pretty much mounted. Heck yeah. I'm gonna call it quits there. It is 10:30 at the moment. We have the axles in, we have the motor mounts in, oh, except for the front one. But I have the rear, the passenger, the transmission mount already on there. I have the Merc Racing tensioner on here already. I just need to put the radiator, the coolant, the fans, hook up the hoses, then put the intake for the supercharger. I did respray the valve cover here, so this is drying up right now. We'll probably do this tomorrow so you give it that nice wrinkle red, and then we'll slap it in tomorrow. Yeah, I think we're gonna call it here. Very, very good process. Engine's in. Shit, yeah. It's just gonna be a matter of bolting everything down, and that's it. Sweet. I could actually even throw the wheels back on now. I think I'm actually gonna do that. I'm gonna throw the wheels on. That way we could sit the sucker down. Yeah, she is coming along. Again, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. All right, wheels are on. The header is on. The front engine mount is on. It is fucking 11 o'clock. That's it, man. We're done. I'm already struggling. This last bolt for the exhaust. I think the head itself, it's a little stripped, so I had to put some washers. I don't want to snap a bolt. Too much headache already. Too much headache. This engine's being a headache. I hope you never have to come back out. Alright. That's it. Good night. Thank you for watching.